Wow, I want you to take a look around. Can you imagine that the torn up concrete and the uneven ground that we are standing on will soon be the home of two multi-million-dollar metro facilities? These new buildings are the future of Murfreesboro Road and set the precedent for future growth. Today is another great story about preserving our history as a community while also looking with wide open eyes at the future of our great corridor in this city. I want to share a quick story with you about my dad. He was a retired Metro Police Sergeant. A lot of you probably know that. He's been dead for many years. But he held the first roll call at West Station. That was the first precinct outside of downtown headquarters in the mid-60s. So this is a really special day for me and my family to be a part of this celebration. I'm waving the flag for you, Dad. In February 1958, Ben West was mayor and the police headquarters opened in the building that had contained the marketplace, the market house. The complex was renamed to the Ben West building after the former mayor. This facility served as police headquarters under Chiefs Douglas Hosey, Frank Muller, Hubert Kemp, Hugh Mott, and Joe Casey. Joe Casey was named acting chief of police in 1973 by Mayor Richard Fulton. The job was made permanent in 1974, and very early in his tenure, he requested a new police headquarters. The department moved into the Metropolitan Justice Center in December 1982. This facility, located at 200 James Robertson Parkway, housed headquarters operations under Chief Joe Casey, Robert Kirshner, Emmett Turner, Ronald Surpass, and Steve Anderson. Just like the former facilities, this new headquarters will house some of Nashville's finest. We hope that you are all as excited as we are. Just down the street, you have the world-class Trevecca University, Purity Dairies, home of the best ice cream and chocolate milk in America, and also the best sign company. And if you need a Harley Davidson, they're right around the corner. Must be a lot of hot air blowing up here all at once. Our doors will always be open to you, and we promise to be great neighbors for years to come. On behalf of the Murfreesboro Road business community, we want you to know that you are welcome here and that you all have our respect. On behalf of our entire community, we recognize the danger that your job to protect us all has become. This city should be proud of our police department for the outstanding leadership and dedication that the men and women in uniform provide our community. Everyone here knows we're the It City, and we all know that title, and classification is more than just an honorable mention, as the U.S. News and World Report and other outlets claim. This title comes with responsibility to provide infrastructure, dedication to our community, and a commitment to our future growth and continued development. Luckily, we have a mayor who understands this. Let's give Mayor Megan Berry a round of applause. Mayor, I'm going to hold the flag for you.
So Bobby has graciously agreed to hold the flag for me. So Bobby, thank you, and thank you for that kind introduction. It's really great to be out here on this beautiful day and to be standing here and to know that this is going to help revitalize the Murfreesboro corridor. As I look around and see all these great faces, I want to give a shout out to some other elected officials who have also joined us. We have Councilman Freddie O'Connell, who is here. We're standing in Freddie's district. We also have Councilman Robert Swope, who is here. And we also have District Attorney General Glenn Funk with us. And we have, that's all the electeds. But we also have many other dignitaries, and I want to just start by saying thank you to them. Police Chief Steve Anderson, who I'm going to introduce here in a second. We also have Diane Lance, who's the head of the Metro Office of Family Safety, which will also be here. We have June Turner, the CEO of the Nashville Children's Alliance. We have Barrington Moore, who is a resident who we're going to hear from in a minute, talk about the president. He's the president of Sudicum Apartments, so we're going to hear from him. We also have Nancy Whittemore, and her team have, under their great leadership, created all of these great things, and we'll see this come out of the ground. So thank all of you for being here. Whenever we break ground on a new building, it's a new opportunity. And this new police headquarters, as Bobby so eloquently just said, will head up a new generation of our finest. It will have police administrative functions and a lot of space, because a lot of space is needed. And it's going to be perfect as we grow and Nashville grows. And it's also going to have a family justice center in it. And that is critical, because we will be able to provide in one place adult and child victims of domestic and sexual violence a place to go for healing. The Family Justice Center is going to bring together numerous other organizations under their roof. Representatives from the Metro Office of Family Safety, as well as the District Attorney's Office, the Tennessee Department of Children's Services, and also the Nashville Children's Alliance, along with police counselors. I know that every day that this building is open, lives will be changed and saved under these roofs. These buildings are going to provide the essential services that help keep our community safe and ensure that victims get the help and the resources that they need and deserve. And just importantly, the construction of these facilities, which is going to be pedestrian friendly, because it's actually going to come up to the street, it's going to be designed to fit within the Nashville Next standards, and it's going to be built with the entire community in mind. It's going to help revitalize this area, promote jobs, and make for a more livable neighborhood. And I know that a lot of the businesses along this corridor have waited for this for a long time. These beautiful facilities are going to be designed by the Hastings Architecture Association. They're going to be sustainable. They're going to be environmentally friendly. They're going to be built to LED silver standards, and they're going to incorporate innovative methods of site water management, including bioswale retention, because buildings are just about as much about design as is what happens in them. And once all these trees and brush are cleared out behind me, you're going to have an incredible view of the downtown skyline. And I think that's why when I was talking to Chief Anderson earlier, he was explaining to me that he needed a penthouse just over here on this corner. We'll have to include that in the budget. I want to give a big shout out as well to HCA, because they've just donated $1.2 million worth of furniture and office accessories for this campus. Once again, HCA steps up as a corporate citizen in our city to help us, so thank you to HCA. These are going to be facilities that we as a community can be more than proud of. I have to tell you, I just got back from a conference where I was with a whole lot of other mayors, and Nashville is the envy. We may have challenges, but what we bring always is our best selves to solving issues and challenges. Nashvillians say, "What can I do for you?" not "What can you do for me?" And that makes a difference, and that is going to be what you're going to see right here in this great facility. It is now my absolute honor to introduce and bring up here Chief Steve Anderson. Chief, come on up, but while you're walking, I'm going to say a few wonderful things about you. I got to tell you, when I came into office, I was excited that I got to have the opportunity to have a chief like Steve Anderson. He's nationally known. He absolutely gets what policing is, and it is an honor to have him as part of our administration every day. So Chief, come on up.
Thank you to everyone for being here with us this morning, and thank you, our sincere gratitude to our new neighbor, Bobby Jocelyn, and all the members of the Murfreesboro Road Merchants Association. You have supported us, you have been strong in your support, and you have extended us a warm welcome, and we appreciate it. And while this new building will be an investment for public safety for all of Nashville, it's also an investment for all of this area. We're proud to partner with the Murfreesboro Road Association, Trevecca, other businesses in this area, in doing our part to bring Murfreesboro Road back to its glory days. Last month, we closed down our downtown headquarters and moved our operations into two buildings, one on Lebanon Road and one on Massman Drive. 18 months from now, we'll be able to bring all of these components back together. We will also bring our domestic violence division. Our domestic violence division is housed on 2nd Avenue South at this time. It's woefully inadequate. We'll be able to provide much better services here in this one location. And while I'm proud to say that our movement into these temporary buildings was accomplished without any interruption to our public service, I know that we can be much more coordinated, much more effective once we're back together again under this one roof. And being next door to the Family Justice Center in this one location with ample parking, public transit access, will allow us to be even more helpful to those victims of criminal acts, often violent acts, who rely on us in their time of crisis. And since taking office just over 1 year ago, Mayor Berry has made it clear that public safety will be a top priority in her administration. Mayor Berry, on behalf of every member of our police department, thank you for ensuring that we have the resources necessary to provide the best public safety for all of Nashville. And just as important, all the resources that allow us to provide services to those victims of criminal acts who rely on us to bring their lives back into order. Again, thank you for being with us this morning. We look forward to our new operations on this location and to being good neighbors. Thank you. Come on up, Diane. Diane Lance will head up the Family Justice Center just next door, and we're proud to be a partner with that organization, and we know together here at this location that the service to our victims will be even better than it is today. Thank you, Diane.
It really is a pleasure to be here and speak on behalf of Metro's Office of Family Safety and the many Metro, state, and nonprofit partners that will be working together out of this building. This has been a long time coming, and the crowd here shows that it's really an exciting event and day to be able to see not just what the headquarters side is going to look like, but also what the Family Justice Center side will be looking like for the victims that we'll be serving in the many, many years to come. I've been asked to touch briefly in my remarks on the function and benefits of a Family Justice Center. It can often be a little hard to understand exactly what a Family Justice Center is when you've never seen one in action and at work. So I'm going to ask you right now to think a little bit about your cell phone. Most of you in the audience probably have a cell phone. And I want you to just think about all the ways that this one simple device helps you each and every day. And if you use your phone like I use my phone on a daily basis, it's not only your telephone, it's your camera, your mailbox, your calculator, your flashlight, your personal trainer, your nutritionist. Now I'm going to date myself a little bit here. It's your boombox, it's your Filofax, it's your Rolodex, it's your TripTik map, it's an entire arcade. It is your Sears catalog, your white and yellow pages, your Encyclopedia Britannica, and some people even call it their left arm or their lifeline. Your smartphone is all of those things and many more, all in one very simple, and this is the important words, user-friendly device. A Family Justice Center is a lot like a smartphone for victim services. It is a single and convenient place where victims of domestic violence and sexual assault can go and get all the help they need, or a good portion of the help they need. And for those services that are not provided at the Family Justice Center, such as like shelter services, food stamps, and other needs, the staff at this Family Justice Center can help make navigating those resources a whole lot simpler. Just like your phone doesn't provide you with a meal when you're hungry, it can help you locate the restaurant, make the reservation at the restaurant, and guide you how to get there. The Family Justice Center is like that. It accomplishes all of those things. And it accomplishes what victims really need from us. They need us, all the practitioners in this area, to communicate with each other so they don't have to have lots of meetings saying the same things over and over. They need to know that we're working as a team and that we're coordinating our work, and that they're not working with a lot of separate individuals from a lot of separate agencies. And they need assistance connecting with helpful resources and not just a list of phone numbers that may or may not be helpful to their immediate needs. And victims really, and this is the thing that's really exciting about being co-located in a building, they really need the core of all of our work to be operating under a shared mission and vision in many, many respects. And that's what a Family Justice Center does. It provides a lot of helpful wraparound services to victims that are user-friendly, victim-centered, and in one trauma-informed location. And that's a really big change for this community, and it's just so exciting to see it coming. And when you understand that a Family Justice Center is all of those things in one location, just like your smartphone is so many things on one device, it's not surprising that Family Justice Centers have been proven nationally to reduce homicides, to increase autonomy and victim empowerment, to reduce fear and anxiety for victims and their children, to reduce recantation and minimization when the cases come to court, and to increase victim safety and offender accountability. And it is those type of outcomes that really make this groundbreaking a proud and exciting moment for all of us here today and for all of Nashville and those that we're going to be serving. So thank you. This is really great and exciting. I'd like to invite Barrington Moore to come forward. He is the president of the Resident Association of Tony Sudicum Apartments. Thank you.
Good morning. It is a great opportunity to be here this morning. I'm just doing a few closing remarks. It's been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals and to be able to speak on behalf of the Tony Sudicum and J.C. Napier. We are honored, humble, and grateful for the building of the new police headquarters and Family Justice Center. And its closer proximity to our apartment complex. As you are aware, crime and violence are increasingly covering the streets and becoming an immense problem for our families. Children are limited with safety to be outside because of sporadic fights and gun violence that continues to haunt our community. With the police headquarters and Family Justice Center, such a short distance from the Tony Sudicum and James Napier community apartments, I know that our Napier families will be able to begin a new journey of restorative justice and freedom. Thank you for walking alongside us in this journey to make our streets safer. We are on a road to a better future and a new beginning. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Let's do this is the pose picture. First, we gotta pose. Now we throw on 3. 1, 2, 3.